Hello guys, and welcome to my new review series, which I've very intelligently titled, Is It Good? Now, Lil Uzi Vert is someone that I've already talked about before in my Worst Rappers in the Game series. That's with a question mark at the end. It's not saying they are the worst rappers in the game. It's asking the question, are they the worst rappers in the game? I've been over this a lot, but in that video, I pretty much expressed my thoughts that I really wasn't a fan of Lil Uzi Vert's music, and if you want to know my reasons why, you can go and check out that video. All the reasons are within it. But he has recently released a new project titled Luv Is Rage 2. Now, like I said, I wasn't a fan of him, but I am always open to change my mind, and I want to, because obviously it's more fun to like a rapper than it is to dislike them. So today we will be very briefly discussing Luv Is Rage 2. So, is this album worth your time? Let's talk about it. So, let's clear this one thing up straight off the bat. I know Uzi isn't focused on lyrics, but Jesus, this album is so unfocused lyrically that it's insane. Lil Uzi just really doesn't know how to stick to the theme of a song. Take the track Feelings Mutual as an example. See, it starts off sounding like it's gonna be a more kind of serious track about drug abuse from the intro.
No, I can't feel no more. I told myself that I wasn't gonna pop no pills no more. No, I can't feel no more.
But then in the hook he starts talking about a girl that he loved? Okay. And then in the verses he just goes back to talking about designer clothes and how a bunch of women love him. It's all over the place, and that's pretty much this whole project. He also makes a bunch of pseudo-deep tracks about love, but then barely talks about relationships within the actual verses. It's like he forgets what the song is about while he's writing it. Now, people do say Uzi isn't focused on lyrics because he's a rock star. First of all, no, he's not. I think the important distinction is that rock stars can actually sing. I mean, Uzi's singing is just so shaky, piercing, and auto-tuned that it's almost unbearable on some tracks. Just listen to No Sleep Leak. His singing on this track is best described as agonizing. It really sounds horrible, and after a while I honestly just started to tune it out. I do like his quote-unquote singing a bit better on the track The Way Life Goes though. While his auto-tune singing is so screechy, it's actually nice and relaxed when it sounds the way it does on this track.
Wish I never ever told you things. I was only trying to show you things. I stopped, heart on your neck, tried to froze your ring.
It's way more appealing to listen to. Unfortunately, there are few tracks like that on here though. Here is my biggest complaint about this album though, and the biggest complaint I have about it is that, to me, it feels like Uzi has not evolved as an artist at all. Like, almost every song on here is interchangeable with songs that he's made on his past two projects. It really just baffles me how little he has changed. Now, I know his two previous projects, like pretty much this, Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World, and the Perfect Love tape, they all dropped within a year or two, but it's still, it feels like he's devolving each time. Now, I wasn't a fan of the first Luv Is Rage project, but it was way better than this was. It's kind of ironic actually, the intro to this project here actually kind of explains how I feel about the whole album.
Uzi, not again.
There are like 3 enjoyable tracks on here, but that's about it for me. Without those interesting album covers that Uzi always has with the kind of intriguing art style, this album doesn't have that. And for that just makes Uzi lose the only semi-interesting thing he had for me. His album covers looked really cool before, and that's really the only thing that was interesting about him, and now this project doesn't have that. One thing that I can compliment this project on though was that I thought the 2 features were great. I thought Pharrell and The Weeknd did a really good job on their tracks, and they were enjoyable to listen to. Also, I think Uzi could actually take some notes from The Weeknd, because on the hook that The Weeknd did for the song Unfazed, he literally said the words "I'm unfazed" pretty much like 20 times in a row, but it never got boring because The Weeknd has such a good voice that it's always interesting to listen to.
Whoa.
I'm unfazed.
Whoa.
I'm unfazed.
Whoa.
I'm unfazed.
Whoa.
I'm unfazed. I'm unfazed.
And it just sounds really smooth, so Uzi could really take some notes from The Weeknd on how to actually utilize your voice well. So there you have it, guys. In my opinion, this project is really not good. Uzi shows little evolution from previous projects. The production style is something we've pretty much heard him over before. There really wasn't much evolution in the production either, and there were only a few tracks I actually liked. I really can't recommend this one. Well guys, that is going to be it for this short video. This was supposed to be really brief, hence the reason why it's probably shorter than 10 minutes, maybe shorter than 5 minutes. This is supposed to be just like a short little upload to tide you over until the next, what I'd call a full upload, because my usual upload schedule is Tuesday and Friday at 9:30 PM GMT, but this is just a short video, and I think this could be a fun little series I'll do, the Is It Good series. I think it's a good way to give my thoughts on some new albums that come out. Usually the only way I can do that, or the only way I used to do it, was through my 10 best tracks from like certain albums and do a top 10 list on them. But I think this is another fun way that I could also talk about some new albums. Remember, this is just my opinion. If you like Lil Uzi, I hold nothing against you. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't done so already, share the video because that always helps it get out there. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. This is CDTVProductions, signing out.